Well, it's been quite some time since I got to a video portion of my blog. Actually, I think sometime around last April was the last time I had a video entry on my blog. And life and business and everything just kind of got in the way and changed a little bit. And I didn't get around to doing video blogs. So I've done some writing on the blog, and I thank those of you that have followed and given comments and things on the blog. It always helps to know that somebody's interested a little bit to hear what's going on. So today I am actually about 30 miles south of Wendover, Nevada. I have a project in Ely, Nevada that we're working on, and was there yesterday for some meetings and this morning for some meetings, and now on my way to Salt Lake City for a project there. And I think that one thing I've noticed, and especially asking a lot of other architects that I know, that seems to be more prevalent, and especially for architects that have been situated in the Southwest. A lot more work that is pushed a little bit farther and wider than it used to be, and more travel. I know architects that have begun work in Texas and New Mexico, California, obviously a little bit. Even some that have started stretching wings and putting roots down in China and over in Asia. And I think that's really what you've got to do these days, is adapt and find the opportunities where they lie, and go out and be a great service provider as an architect. So it gives unique opportunities. It's a part of the world that I have never been to. I've been out to Wendover, Nevada, when growing up in Salt Lake City. I'd made the trip out to Wendover once or twice. Not really for the casinos. I never went out for the gambling, but I had gone out and driven that road. So we'll be driving by the Salt Flats, and it's kind of a long and lonely drive, and a quiet drive. I think I saw 3 cars on the road this morning, and 2 of them were FedEx trucks. So FedEx got you covered in eastern Nevada. And yeah, so anyway, looking around, I thought I might share a little bit of what this trip is, and being out and about. I see a lot of wildlife, caribou or antelope, but kind of check in throughout here and maybe chat a little bit as we go. The other famous part, I think, about Wendover is the world famous Bonneville Salt Flats, which are just outside, and you have the Bonneville Speedway, which is here, and maybe give you a few shots of that, of what this drive is actually like once you get from Wendover to Salt Lake City, and what the scenery is. It's an interesting place. I figure while I'm here, I've got a Prius, thinking I can get out there on the Salt Flats and maybe push this baby up to triple digits. See if we can get that done. So anyway, Wendover, West Wendover, very cool place. So this is what you're looking at driving from Salt Lake to Wendover. No, that's not snow. That's salt. And the Great Salt Flats, going all the way out here. I know a lot of people say the drives through Nevada can get kind of boring with shrubs and cactus and everything else, but I tell you what, that is ultra high adventure compared to the landscape you see on this little piece of Americana. So yeah, obviously struggle to stay awake on this road for a lot of people. A lot of accidents on this road. It's about 115 miles to Salt Lake that way.
I'm gonna be okay. Yeah.
So from Salt Flats to the Great Salt Lake being on both sides of the road, that's a little different. You see it all traveling through western Utah. So we made it through the Salt Flats. We've got about 50 miles to go to Salt Lake here, and we're back to the old weeds and sagebrush scenery, which is about more what you'd expect, and back kind of weaving through mountains and hills, and a little bit more interesting drive. I was thinking as I was driving a little bit about the dispersion of work and the necessity to expand boundaries and where you would do work at for architects as the national and even global pace of building has slowed and the amount of building has slowed. You know, it was easy when times were good to just call the architect down the street, because I was the architect that has been in town for however many years, and obviously that was the way we'd want to go, just because it's an easy call. But I don't think anymore that can be the end of the decision. I think the best expertise, the most value for your dollar, is often the more important thing than just being able to call the guy down the street. And certainly your relationship with the architect and getting the customer service that you deserve is a high priority for any client. And I think that is what is part of this evolution. I think it's important to keep local and government dollars working in local economies. I think that's a must. You want those things as a taxpayer dollar to go and service taxpayers and go towards taxpayer consultants and taxpayer contractors that are part of that environment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that expertise is always there to get you what you need. And that's what we offer when we go out, and what really makes these road trips rewarding is the ability to provide a level of service that a lot of clients haven't been experiencing with their normal architects, and to show them, you know, the passion that we really have for what we do and the work. Keep on trucking here and getting to Salt Lake. If I don't chat at you soon, be good.